everybody, I'm the Waterboatman.
And I am Jimmy the Stache.
And this is Boatman
And the Stache.
Hey everybody, we've got a great show for you today, and let us just tell you that this is the show for you. If you enjoy game news, if you enjoy news about conventions, and anything around the internet, this is the place you need to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got a concentration of pure awesomeness coming right in here, and then we're just gonna shoot it out at you guys in a nice, friendly manner.
No, we're going to shoot it out in an aggressive manner.
Okay,
It's called win.
Kill them with awesomeness, right?
Kill them with awesomeness. I thought it was kill them with kindness, but whatever. All right. So anyway, hey Jimmy, I heard you went to a convention.
Yes, I did, and it was my very first convention. I was so excited. It was a wonderful time. It was very small, but very fun. We actually dressed up, me and a couple of friends of mine, about 6 in total. We dressed up as Team Rocket. Team Rocket Grunts from the
Very interesting.
from the show/game series, and from the show/game series Pokemon. For those of you that don't know, if you don't, shame on you. Go back into the 90s.
Yes.
Grab yourself a Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Gold or Silver cartridge, and come back to the present and play it for a little while. It's a great game. Or you could just go to like GameStop or whatever game place you have and buy it there.
You don't necessarily have to travel back in time. I mean, we don't have a DeLorean here now, do we?
But I mean, it would be really awesome if you could. But anyways.
Yes, it would.
But yeah, it was great because we all dressed as Team Rocket Grunts, and that was just great. But then as soon as we walk in, lo and behold, there is a Giovanni. Somebody cosplaying as Giovanni. It was absolutely perfect. For those of you who don't know who Giovanni is, he is the leader of Team Rocket. So all throughout the day, we were getting these quote-unquote missions to go and try to find people. Like at one time, we had to try to find a person, and then we ended up finding somebody cosplaying as Entei, and we ended up bringing the Entei to Giovanni, and him he's basically being disappointed, being all like, I wanted you to get this person, not Entei. And it was beautiful because it fit in so perfectly with Team Rocket. It was just fantastic. This will definitely not be my last con. I had so much fun.
Well, anyway, I heard you met someone fairly important.
Yes. His name is Greg Berger, I do believe. He's done quite a few different things, mainly just random things, but he was a pretty cool dude. Got to talk to him for a few minutes. He did the Gromble in All Real Monsters. Quite an interesting character, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, got the high heels going.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny because he talked to him and he would actually go into that voice, and it's pretty funny. I mean, he did like other random things, like he did Odie. He is like the current voice of Odie now. And
which is all just meeps and beeps and all that jazz.
Yeah, actually, I don't know what sound Odie makes. It's been a while since I've seen anything Garfield. But he totally sounds like this. I am Odie.
Right. I think he sounds more like James Earl Jones.
Exactly.
Just a very deep voice. Hello, Garfield.
I am Odie. And I am Thor, son of Odie.
Oh my
Just kidding.
gosh.
I am ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, he also did just like randomly, he did Eeyore from Kingdom Hearts 2. He did Eeyore in Kingdom Hearts 2, which is just
Gotta love Kingdom
completely random, but it was one of the things that was on his table.
I love Kingdom Hearts so much.
But anyways, that kind of brings us into another little thing to talk about, and that is 90s TV.
Ooh, I love it. I love 90s TV so much.
Yes, things like All Real Monsters. Just a wonderful. I mean, like that show. It was a little weird going back and watching. I did watch an episode of it the other day after meeting the guy. I was like, man, it's been so long. I need to actually watch this show again.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a really weird show. But I mean, it's still very entertaining. Shows like that. To this day, Angry Beavers is
classic.
One of my favorite cartoons, if not my favorite cartoon.
Of course, that's been renamed,
Really?
Now it's called The View.
Ho 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 ho.
I'm going to get some hate mail for that. Maybe not. Maybe you agree with me. If you agree with me, comment. Anyway, I agree completely. I love the old 90s Nickelodeon stuff. Even starting with one of my favorite things that I love to talk about is what shows, live action shows, have spawned other TV shows that we know and love today, or that kids know and love today. Not necessarily all of us love them, but whatever. Right. For instance, All That kind of spawned a couple of shows. I'm not quite sure what the connection between All That and Amanda on the Amanda Show was, but I know All That spawned Keenan and Kel, and that had kind of a short run, but it's still a decent show nonetheless.
I remember watching that all the time when I was a kid. I mean, that was
classic.
That was a good show. I liked it.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda.
Kel does love orange soda. But anyway, Dan Schneider.
Yes.
I don't know if he worked with All That at all, but I know he worked with the Amanda Show, which was yet another variety TV show. And if you're too young to know what that is, then you may know a show that came out of the Amanda Show. And Jimmy, what might that be?
That would be Drake and Josh.
And if you're too drunk, if you're too drunk to understand what we're saying, no, Drake and Josh. Really, I think that's kind of what I really remember the most, more so than the Amanda Show, mostly because I was a little young when the Amanda Show was going.
Right.
Of course, gosh, that's not even really 90s TV anymore. That's getting into the early 2000s.
Right. It's
but that's still a decade ago. That's crazy.
I know, right?
But anywho, Drake and Josh was great. Loved it.
Yes.
Still love it to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime I see it on Teen Nick, I watch it.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you're too young to know what Drake and Josh is, then you probably know who Drake and Josh's little sister, or the person who played Drake and Josh's little sister, is. That would be Miranda Cosgrove. And she is in a popular, semi-popular TV show known as The iCarly.
Yep. And of course, some of the characters, not the characters, but some of the people carried over, like Jerry Traynor, who was Crazy Steve in Drake and Josh, is the brother in iCarly. He's absolutely hilarious.
Wow, that was crazy.
And then, of course, there was kind of that one that was just in its own little world, Zoe 101. I didn't watch that one too much, but I watched it.
I didn't really watch the girly iterations of Dan Warp stuff, but
yeah.
I mean, they still hold merit, though. I mean, they are evolutions of basically the same universe taking on different locales and different forms.
Right, exactly.
But gotta love it.
Yeah.
Anywho, guess what today is? Today meaning the day we're actually recording this.
What is that?
It is October 29th, 2012, which is the 19th anniversary of the release of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
A wonderful, wonderful tale of Halloween/Christmas.
It is probably the greatest movie of all time. I'm throwing this out there.
It's a wonderful thing because you watch it during Halloween and then you're like, oh, Halloween's over. Now what do I do? Well, now I can watch it for Christmas.
Exactly. But see, I watch it year round. In fact, it's actually in my disc tray right now on my computer, which is kind of funny because I was going to copy it over. Got the 3D digital copy, so
yeah,
can enjoy that later. Gotta love it. But anyway, I thought it might be interesting to tell you exactly where The Nightmare Before Christmas came from. Originally, it came from one of my favorite poems, because it's The Nightmare Before Christmas, a poem by Tim Burton, which he wrote in 1982.
Huh.
Which he actually wrote that because he saw in a department store they were taking down the Halloween decorations and putting up the Christmas decorations, but some of them were still together.
Right.
So like you had Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations up, and he thought, what might this be if it were together?
Yes.
So anyway, that kind of spawned some of my favorite movies, include Jack in them. In fact, if you look at James and the Giant Peach,
yes,
he's in James and the Giant Peach. If you can tell me what scene he's in, I will be happy, Jimmy. Can you tell me what scene he's in?
Oh, man, it's been so long since I watched James and the Giant Peach. I mean, I was a little kid when I watched it, so I could not tell you at all, but I used to love that movie.
Well, I can tell you the exact scene. There's a scene in which James and Mr. Centipede are down in a shipwreck underwater, and Mr. Centipede sees a pirate captain, who has an alarming resemblance to my favorite skeleton man, Jack Skellington, of course.
Right, right.
But anyway, I saw. I know this is kind of trailing on Nightmare, but I saw Frankenweenie.
Yes, I did too.
Not that long ago. I was a little not disappointed, but the way the commercials were making it out to be, they were saying, "Oh, it's a Nightmare for a new generation." It's not.
Yeah, I mean
That just
it was good in its own right, but I mean, there wasn't anything that just like really like made me absolutely 100% love the movie. Like I really liked the movie and everything, but there wasn't something about it that just made me go, "This movie was fantastic,"
Right.
It was a good tale about a boy and his dead dog.
Gotta love a boy and this dead dog.
But yeah, that girl though and her cat was just like the creepiest thing to me.
I know. Actually, no. This is the creepiest thing to you.
Oh goodness. For those of you at home that can't see what I'm seeing, he's holding up a Bart Simpson mask.
An old Bart Simpson mask that I've had for probably 2 or 3 years now.
Creepy.
That's been in my attic, so it's been melting. So I'm gonna make a Bartman costume for Halloween. Yep.
But anyways, moving on. You know what I think it's time for?
Is it time for the fancy minute?
I think it is.
Or the fancy moment of some
Fancy
sort?
moment. A moment of fancy. A moment to tickle your fancy, if you so desire.
Or if it doesn't tickle your fancy, there's something wrong with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Would you like a lovely coconut macaroon?
Oh yes. How about a scone to go with our Earl Grey tea?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I cannot eat the macaroons, for I am allergic.
No, that is quite sad.
Yes, I cannot be quite as fancy.
How tragic. Tragic.
Makes me sad.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
did you hear about the horse race?
I didn't hear about the horse race. Tell me about it.
Did you hear? I heard Daddy's little girl won.
Oh, fantastic.
And I just sounded like Patrick Stewart.
Oh. Wonderful.
I'm going to pee myself a little bit.
I don't think that was the goal, but okay.
All right. Well,
So fancy he's going to pee himself, ladies and gents.
well, no one at the New Yorker has an anus, so for those of you who are too thick to realize that, that's a Family Guy reference.
Oh, dear.
Oh, feces.
Oh, fecal matter.
That's the fanciest way to say "oh crap" ever.
Oh, poop.
Oh, poopy. I broke my tweezers.
Oh.
Oh, you made me spill my yogurt.
Yes, well.
You know how I want to mark the end of the fancy moment?
How do you want to... You know what I mean?
No. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gorilla.
Gorilla who?
Gorilla me a burger.
That was a weird laugh.
Yeah.
Yay.
But anyway. Oh boy. This is going to be fun.
Oh, yes. Look forward to many more recordings, ladies and gents.
But anywho, one last thing before we wrap it up.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
Chicken butt. No, but seriously. I'm thinking about getting a haircut.
Whoa.
And I have to be quite serious. This is something that's show-worthy. For the longest time, for about 6 years, I've had hair that is at least down to my shoulders.
Yes.
So if you want to see that, I'm sure Jimmy can link our rough edit into the lovely comments, or not the lovely comments, but the lovely description box.
Yes.
And well, I'm trying to decide how short I should cut it, so look forward to that. We may include a picture after I
Do
get
a
it
before
cut.
and after pic. That'd be great.
Well, I probably will. I'll probably send you a before and after pic on your iPhone 5.
My iPhone 5.
You and your fancy iPhones. So, hey, y'all. Let's end this with a redneck moment.
All right, we can do that. That's pretty easy.
Hey, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Frying pan.
Frying pan who?
I'm going to hit you in the head with a frying pan.
What? Oh, good times.
Classic. So, hey, like the video.
Yep. Make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe to Jimmy the Stache and myself, the Waterboatman.
Of course.
Of course, I'm not the Waterboatman. I'm the Waterboatman 1 because someone stole my name.
Oh, the rapscallions.
The fools. I will find you, the Waterboatman, with no 1 on the end. I will find you. But anyway.
And he will not kill you, but
Maim you seriously.
Very, very...
Maim you with my words.
Yes.
I will destroy your ear holes with my words. I said ear holes.
Ear holes. Anyway.
Anyway, like the video, comment, subscribe, and enjoy. And for Boatman and the Stache, I'm the Waterboatman.
And I am Jimmy the Stache.
Have a good evening.
Yes.